So, it's me, your little boy, Kis Samson. I have this word to give us. These signs you use to know that God is indeed pushing you to another word system, another five areas of His mission to accomplish. And what I mean is this: 5 things that you will start to encounter within you that will make you and know that you are indeed a choosing, and God is what have a mission to do with you on earth. One is that you will start to feel the pain of others. You know what I'm saying? The pain of others, the burden. The moment you see people out there, you feel like their pain become your pain. Despite of the fact that maybe a lot of people have hurt you, many people have taken you for granted, many people have taken your kindness for granted, many people have taken your privilege for granted, your help for granted, but yet you still have that urge of not rendering what help, no matter how small it may look. And two is that you start to care too much. Yes, you start to feel the pain of others. You start to care for others too much. You start to feel like assisting, helping others, no matter what what they have said. You also feel like helping them, even if they don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? And another thing you start to see, and whenever you are around, you feel like something is within. You know what I'm saying? You start to feel the presence of God around you. You start to feel the presence of the Father around your life. You will no longer feel alone. You will no longer feel like I'm scared, I'm this. Because anytime you are alone, you feel the presence of God. And even when you are walking, you feel like soldiers are around you. That there are people who are with you that other people cannot see, but only you can see them, only you can imagine them. You start to imagine the armies, the militaries, the chariot of fires, the chariot of God around you. And another thing you will start to encounter, maybe in your dream, maybe you are relaxing, you just feel like the presence, feel angel around you. Maybe you start to encounter you start to see yourself either in the church preaching, or going to evangelism, or reading scriptures, or doing the will of God in the dream. But the moment you wake up, you just realize that you are in the dream. You want to say, when I was at home, there's something that I do used to encounter. So there was a point where I was in a big hall, very big hall. So the hall was underground, and there was a lot of population inside the hall, and I was holding mic like this, preaching, praying, prophesying, doing all sorts of things. Then I wake up. I was ex-warrior president then. I wake up. Then I decide, I can't recall whether I share it with my pastor. And my pastor said, I have a calling. Then I was like, but I don't like to be a man. I don't feel like being a man of God, because there is a lot of stress in it. And I still have a dream where I encounter angels of God gathering. They were like in a circle like this, and I was in the midst of them. They were praising God, with white garment all over. Children, let me say 10 years, not above 10 years or 11 years. So when I wake up, I start to encounter a lot of things. So the moment you start to have this kind of dreams, regularly, rapidly, every time, you come to understand that God has something to accomplish with you. That is when you need to be careful with people whom you hang around with, people whom you communicate with, people whom you do things with. That is when you need to be strong, to be alone. You need to be bold to be alone, because the moment the devil understand the mission you have, they will start to send different attack. So another thing you will use to know, and you will see around you, that you will use to identify that God genuinely want to use you, is that you will start to feel alone. You will start to feel like you are alone. No, everybody, majority of people will start to, leave you. Some people will no longer be comfortable to hang around with you. Some people will not feel good to stay in your life. Some people whom you thought that they are going to stay with you, you will start to see them disappear even without you offending them. Many of them will start to leave you without you offending or doing them wrong or doing something bad to them. They will just leave without any offense. You know what I'm saying? So with this, you come to understand that God truly have what mission to, or God have something to do with you. Then you need to do it, to be watchful and be mindful of whom you go around with and how you go around with them. May God bless you. Remain blessed.